What is up, my buttery biscuits? So in today's video I have, okay, well, let me tell you this. You guys know I love my nude backdrop. But the board inside of it, the cardboard inside of it, I don't know, it just tore apart. I've had it for a couple years now, so it fell apart, so there was just so many dents inside of it, so I had to take it down. And y'all, just in case you guys do not know, these backdrops cost literally $90 each. They're so expensive, and I was trying to avoid having to buy a new one, so I literally was trying to like flat iron that nude one to make it go straight. But I guess I'm just gonna have to buy a new one because it looks terrible, and then the cardboard is like collapsing in the inside. I'm just like, ugh. So that's why I'm using brown, and I used it in yesterday's video as well too. But you guys, I had a question. Okay, does this look stupid? Okay, so I've never done the light behind. You know, everyone does the glowing light behind. I don't know, I just wanted to give it a shot, but I feel like everyone else's looks more like diffused and blown out, and mine just looks like a halo, and I feel like I'm like trying to be an angel, which Lord knows I'm not. So I just feel like it looks a little weird. I don't know, you guys let me know what you think. I don't know, for some reason I'm getting like holy vibes, and hoey, not holy. Just kidding. Anyways, so we have some things to talk about. Okay, as you guys know, on this channel we haven't talked about James Charles in, I want to say, maybe 2 months, like literally maybe 3 months at this point. I think 3 months. It's been a while. I truly feel, this is just my opinion, I know a lot of you guys are going to disagree because a lot of people don't like him, and you guys know I don't really care for him either. He's kind of pretentious, he's kind of annoying, he's, you know, he's a lot of things. But I feel like, and I made this comment before, and y'all were like jumping down my throat like, stop, don't defend his age, blah blah blah. But you guys know, every single time I always put myself in somebody else's position, and when he was making a lot of mistakes in his career, I believe he was like 17 years old. Obviously now he's approaching 21, I believe. I feel like he has grown in these years, and I feel like he's doing really good, especially since his scandal. I think that whole entire thing, first of all, y'all know I said I feel like it was blown completely out of proportion. Everyone was labeling him things that I truly feel he was not. Being a gay man myself, I know how it is, and I know how straight guys are, and it just sucks that he is obviously super popular, you know, famous, and people try to use him for things. That's what we're going to talk about in today's video as well too. But I want to say, in my personal opinion, I do feel like he has grown since that whole thing has happened. I feel like he's been doing good. He's been staying out of drama. He's changed. I feel like that humbled him, and I think that it sucks that it had to happen that way, but I truly feel like he's growing from this. And when I defended his age before, it's because I was simply thinking of myself when I was like 17 all the way up to like 21. Y'all, I was crazy, like literally crazy, like the things I would do, you know what I'm saying? Like, obviously we're totally different. What I mean crazy is like crazy partying and being stupid and, you know, doing dumb things. But with him obviously living his life on the internet, every little thing that he does is going to be ridiculed, and people are gonna like look at it underneath a microscope, and it really sucks. And that's why I defended him. And I feel like, you know what, he's young, let him make his mistakes. Everyone is so cutthroat with people these days that everyone is so scared to live, and I think that's why this younger generation is full of anxiety, full of depression. I told you guys before, just in case you guys did not know, depression is an all-time high, literally, and suicide rates are at an all-time high. So it's just really sad, and I feel like social media does play a role in that, and I feel like his mental health was put on like the chopping block big time because of what happened. And I think that it really sucks because he was being labeled things that I truly don't feel that he was, you know what I'm saying? Yes, he did make mistakes. He is not perfect. Y'all know I called his mistakes out. You guys can go back on my channel, and the things that he has done wrong, I commented on, obviously. But I just really feel like, you guys, he's barely 20 right now. I think he's gonna be 21 this year. I'm really not too sure. I don't follow him. Let him make his mistakes. Just think about how you were when you were 20 or 21, you know? So anyways, what I wanted to talk about in today's video, just in case you guys did not see, okay, so he made a really long Snapchat rant about what's going on. I'm gonna play a little bit of it. I'm not gonna play the whole entire thing because literally I screen recorded it, and it's 7 minutes and 53 seconds long, so I'm not gonna play it that long. You guys know I like talking way too much to play that long of a video clip on my video, because I just like talking a lot, you know. Anyway, so in a nutshell, actually, you know what, before we get into it, let me play a small little clip of it for you guys.
Quick rundown. A boy on TikTok posted a whole story about how he basically slid into my DMs saying that I was cute, and he started flirting with me, and then I started replying back, and he showed my messages with him, and then he basically said, haha, just kidding, I'm 17 and straight. Now, obviously, this is something that this person planned ahead of time, thinking that it was going to get him a viral post, and he created this whole TikTok thinking that when he did post it, all of the comments were just going to be like, oh my God, I'm so sorry that you dealt with this. He's disgusting. Like, holy crap, James is still a predator. And of course, there were comments saying that from people. But there were also a lot of comments being like, hey, wait a second. Like, you lied to him, you slid into his DMs, you flirted with him, you led him on, and now you're blasting this personal conversation everywhere? Like, you're not the victim, James is.
Alright, so as you guys can see from right there, he is dealing with some more, you know what, you guys, straight up, I feel bad for him. Like, I truly feel bad for him. And just to give you guys a little bit of a background of me, like, okay, obviously y'all know I'm gay. Actually growing up with my family, I've always been inspired by a like long-term relationship. It's something that I've always looked for. It's something that I've always aspired to have. I've never really been one of the type of person for like a one-night stand and things like that. I would really prefer being with somebody long-term. I grew up with my parents, obviously. They have been together since they were 13. And I think that that is something that is really inspiring, you know. So obviously they have 3 kids, stayed together this whole entire time. I think they've been together for 32 years, you know? It's super crazy. And that's something that I've always wanted to have. Dating in the community, gay community, is already difficult as it is, you know, and even in the straight community these days, I feel like social media just makes things really hard. Actually, ironically enough, I saw a quote somebody posted on their story, and it said, you want to know why relationships don't work out now the way they did 25 years ago? It's because now everyone is on social media, so they have the next person lined up. They're already liking pictures of people that they want to sleep with and things like that. And I feel like social media really does make it easier to just say, you know what, I'm done with this relationship and just move on. Rather, back 25 years ago, you'd be like, you know what, I'm gonna work it out. We're gonna work through our problems. We're gonna go to counseling. You know, we're gonna go to therapy. We're gonna, you know, try different methods of making it work out together, and you end up finding a way to make it work together, and you live a long, happy, beautiful life. And this day and age, obviously, everyone tends to kind of just, you know what, it's hard, move on to the next, which I say, hey, do you, whatever makes you happy. But I get the impression from James Charles that he would prefer to have a committed relationship, to actually have love and have a boyfriend, not just a one-night stand. And I think that he's, you know, obviously in the public eye, and people have taken screenshots of his Tinder account before, and then now you have people like this, which I'm gonna go ahead and roll the clip for you in just a minute, just in case you guys didn't see. So basically this guy, I'm gonna crop out his name because I do not want you going to spread hate to him, even though low-key, like, he deserves what's coming to him, because what he did is so shady, so degrading, so just, it's so dirty. Like, honestly, it's really dirty, the fact that he went and he did this. James Charles was having a little like pretend bachelor type of thing on his TikTok, to which this guy entered. He made a video. James Charles responded to the video. They started DMing, and then he goes and he puts all the DMs out there, and he's like acting all disgusted by it. But you were the one that entered his fake little bachelorette. You're the one that tagged him. You wanted all this clout. And before we jump into all my opinions, just go ahead and watch the clip. Alright, so as you guys can see there, he is the one that literally did all this, and as you guys can see, he ain't getting any other views on his channel except for with the video with James Charles. And I think that is so shady that here he is in the DMs of James Charles talking about, I've been a fan for so long, I'm so happy you responded, I'm literally shaking. Like, really? And James over here, you know, being all nice and sweet, send me a video on here telling me about yourself. Like, it's so sad because I read that and I see it through his eyes that he is looking for love, that he wants to be with somebody, and he just keeps on getting played after played after played. And I think it's so dirty that people out here, and he's gonna go and put on his thing joking, by the way, it's like, you did all this for clout. It shows really how disgusting you are. And I think that it sucks that his private DMs are being sent out there, which obviously he mentioned inside of his Snapchat that that's very embarrassing. And y'all, I started thinking, like, if my private DMs, like, say for example, I met my ex on Facebook, you know, and if our private DMs were been like put out there, I would be so embarrassed, you know what I mean? Because that's not none of anybody's business unless I make it your guys' business. But my private conversations, to which I'm having in DM, is between me and that person, not everybody else. And he has the nerve to go and do this just for clout, just for attention. And I think that that really sucks. I feel like in this situation, I really just gotta say to James Charles, like, I really hope that he stays strong and know that hope is out there and that what's meant to be will be. And if love is in your future, it will be there. You just gotta be patient. It sucks that we live in a social media age to where the majority of people are meeting people on social media. Like I said, I was with my ex for 2 years, and I think that's okay. Look, that's not like a successful relationship, but that's a pretty long time. You know what I'm saying? But I know several other people who have met people on Facebook and even MySpace back in the day that are still together till this day. We're talking 15 years, and I think that you could potentially meet the love of your life, but it sucks for him specifically because he is out here and he has obviously millions of followers, and it's like people label him as celebrity status, and to see people just use him for like a TikTok video or to expose his DMs or to expose his Tinder, it really sucks, and I feel like that's discouraging him and he's not being able to live his life, which I understand. You can have the argument all you want. He chose to have this life on social media, absolutely yes, but you guys, it's such a wonderful career being able to make videos and film. It's so fun, but then I know that this is the bad that comes with it, but for him I feel like it's 10 times as worse. And I feel people like this, like I said, I'm not putting his name in there, I'm literally cropping out all the parts that have his name in there just in case you guys haven't seen the video, because I don't want hate being spread to him, because he's only 17 and he makes mistakes, and I have a feeling that he will end up regretting this, because that was a really stupid move of him to do, and I hope that he learns from this, and I hope that James is okay. In his Snapchat, he actually seemed very positive about it, and I'm super happy that everyone was defending him, because in this case, yes, take away all the things that James Charles has done in the past wrong. In this case, specifically, he did absolutely nothing wrong. He's sitting there making a, cute little TikTok about his his little bachelor show, Enter, and then he gets people to enter, and then they go and play him dirty like this. Like, it's just so grimy what people will do for clout, what people will do for views. I get the clickbait. Y'all know I do clickbait on my videos all the time. I'll do a clickbait title too. I get that, but this is like on a whole different level, you know what I mean? Clickbait is being just a little bit dramatic with the truth, you know what I'm saying? Being like over expressive with it, as to where this is just downright grimy and just, I don't know. You guys, overall though, watching James Charles actually speak on this on his Snapchat, I was really surprised. You guys know for the longest time, I know this makes me sound like the meanest person. I know it does, but I've said it before. The reason why I could never really get into James Charles videos is because there's just something about like the way he talks and his voice and things like that. I know it sounds so mean, but I just can't watch a video. Like, I've watched his tutorials before on mute, which sounds so mean, but the reason why I'm telling you guys this is I've always said I feel like he's such a good makeup artist, but seeing him talk about this, I was like, wow, like he's actually growing up and he's becoming a more mature person. And I think that we got to commend him that he obviously has not been in any type of drama within the past few months, and he's growing and learning, and I can only hope the best for him. Like I said before, I feel like the younger people, those of you who are young watching this video, you're all gonna make mistakes. It's all about how you learn from those mistakes and grow. Don't let them define you though. And it sucks that when you make a mistake on social media, people will hold it to you for years and years and years. Like look at Jeffree Star, perfect example. The things that he did 10 years ago, people will hold to him till he's 50, 60, till he's dead. People will hold that to him till he's dead. And James Charles too, with the whole Ebola thing, he probably will have that held to him until he's dead too. It really sucks that nobody ever just moves on the internet. Everyone's always going to remember the negative, and I think that sucks. And I feel like the youth out there just know it's okay to make mistakes. That's how we learn. That's how we grow. That's how we open our eyes, is making mistakes. If you do everything perfect, what are you learning in life? It's just dumb. But I really hope that he finds love. To be honest with you guys, coming from a gay man, knowing how hard it is in the gay community to date, I truly, truly hope that he finds what he's looking for, because everyone deserves love, and I feel like it changes you as a person and just opens up your eyes to the beautiful side of life, and I think that's what we all need. I feel like I just got really sappy up in here, like, oh my gosh, look at me turning into Oprah. Anyways, you guys, let me know your thoughts and opinions on the whole entire situation, and I'll catch you guys in my next video. Peace out, Girl Scout.